Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's Cooked here, and welcome to the first episode of. Oh God, I. I think we all know it's not the first episode of
Cooked situations.
Yeah, let's just not go there. Anyway, welcome to the first episode of Cooked Situations, where I take your cooked situations from down below in the comments section. I read them, dissect them, give you my advice, and we just have a good old time with the boys. Anyway, today I'm joined with Papa and Alec, who currently aren't here because I re-recorded this like 5 times and I'm super awkward and I don't know how to do commentary. Anyway, just fucking watch the video. Thanks guys, love you. Bye. Alright, what's going on? Oh. You fucking... Alright. What's going on, everybody? It's Cooked here. And I'm joined by my boys, Papa and Peanut. So what's going on, boys?
Hello.
So yeah, why don't you go ahead and tell us your story, Papa?
So many stories.
Too
So many stories.
Papa never shuts the fuck up. He's just.
I'm worried as well because I know that you boys, when you have a fucking a substitute teacher, and when they come in and they're nervous, you can fucking smell it on them.
Dude.
You're like, and all the students are looking at him like, he's fucking nervous.
Oh, they
And that's it. You know
fear.
that the rest of the day is gonna be a breeze.
Dude.
Anyway, so I'm a little nervous now. Alright.
Dude, don't worry, we are too.
Alright, so my story, did you want the flower bed story?
Why don't you start off with the cum rag story?
Please let me hear the cum rag
Yeah,
story.
we'll give our input on it. Give you
Hold
some.
on, let me readjust my pants.
Alright, so when I was 12, I got caught at school fiddling around with some girls behind a bush. So my mum was like really, I should mention, by the way, I'm like in my early 30s. So I'm not 18. Yeah.
What grade were you in school?
Grade 6, and we found, I was basically, there was this group of girls who wanted to see what a penis was like, and I was like, all right.
The perfect man.
Yeah, I know, right? So there was like me and a mate, and they're like 5 or 6 girls, and we exposed ourselves to these girls. And same grade as us. And anyway, I got in trouble for it, and my mum was like crazy. So anyway, a couple weeks later, she found some cum stains on my blankets, and she was like, I'm not having any of that shit. And she's like, no, you do not do any of that business in my fucking house. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
God, dude.
I know, she basically banned jerking off.
She's like kink shaming you.
Mum, it's just Oreo bits. It's just Oreo bits. Mum, no.
Mum, it's milk.
I will not have any of this in my house.
Mum, I was eating sour cream out of the pot.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, she was just like, no fucking jerking off. Oh, she did say jerking off. She was like, none of that business. You know how,
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, fuck. So I tried basically a couple of times, like, believe it or not, my bedroom faced the back of the yard. So a couple of times I remember jerking off out the back window.
Why, like you put your dick out the window?
Yeah.
Or do you just sit on the windowsill and just wait
No,
for
it like the window.
The wind
window,
blows past.
You power it up and then just fucking the wind blows it back.
my dad's out the back for a smoke, and he just like looks over, he sees my knob just hanging out the window. Like,
He just sees the little spray of something, and he's like, he rubs his eyes, and he's like, wait, did I
puts
really?
his cigarette out.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, it sounds weird, but I would just come out the back window a couple of times, and I just found it quite hazardous getting up out of bed. And I actually tried jerking off standing up, but I would get something called, I think it's called vasovagal syncope, where you kind of lose consciousness. it's just my blood pressure would go haywire.
You start slowly like bending over more and more until the point where
You're in a masturbation haze. You just think nothing else.
it's like
So I ended up we had this I don't know if anyone knows this, but we had this guy come to our school. His name was Harold the Giraffe. I'm in Victoria, and we
Dude,
have
Yeah,
this.
yes.
we had that too.
Oh, you have them as well.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Harold the giraffe came, and we were like year 6 or 7. And one of the things was they were doing this initiative where they were actually handing out prophylactics,
Free hand
and it
jobs.
was yeah, yeah, it was, yeah. It's Harold. The guy who has the
Harold
puppet, the guy who does the puppet of Harold the giraffe has got this massive rap sheet. I want to see Harold the giraffe.
Horny Harold the giraffe.
Yeah, one at a time.
His stage name.
So I picked up. They gave us a condom, and this is like one of those crazy, like, you know, sex ed initiatives. I'm pretty sure it was giraffe. So I took it home, and it sat there for a while. But then I jerked off into it, and I was like, "This is great." And I just tied it off and whatnot. So I went to school, and they actually had at the front office, they had this prophylactic thing, and it was like an initiative for safe sex and, you know, STDs and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. It's strange for a school, but it's just a school, is that, I guess. I grabbed a handful of them. And anyway, I was jerking off into them. I must have jerked off into them. Fair.
I can picture your like face when you find out like there's this box of condoms and you put your fucking whole hand into it.
Oh,
just
like
reef out,
mints.
a mu-
Oh.
And like the reception lady just looks at you and is just like, Jesus, like this kid's getting some. Like,
She's looking at me and she's just dripping wet. It's like, holy fuck, how much is this kid getting? Oh shit.
Oh,
oh god.
So and I must have ended up with like a dozen, maybe, you know, 2 dozen of these dingers, and they were in my top drawer, and I would just put, you know, like paperwork and transformers and all kinds of
all
shit
over
over.
it. Yeah, your
Yeah,
Nintendo
yeah, yeah.
games
Drawer, I
and shit.
keep
Yeah,
my
yeah.
transformers and my Johnnies. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me my dinger, Optimus Prime. Stop being gross.
Optimus, did you hide them?
I got a call. 1 sec. Fuck. So anyway, where was I? All right. So I ended up with about maybe, I don't know, a dozen or so of these dingers or whatnot, just hidden in my toy drawer, and they were all. I think I can't remember, and I'd be lying if I said I remember. But I'm pretty sure I was just emptying the cum into like the garden. You know.
So wait,
Yeah.
wait, you would
It's
jack
just-
off into
Yeah, I
these
jack
condoms,
off, and
and then you'd empty them into the garden.
You squeeze
Yeah.
them out, dude.
Yeah,
Squeeze them
yeah.
out.
That is
I don't know if you've ever seen.
Fresh for another day. Just
I don't know if
hangs
you've
them
ever
up.
seen the there's a scene in The Great Escape where they're digging a tunnel and they have to get rid of the dirt from the tunnel, and they get rid of it through the bottoms of their trousers. It's elaborate. I was just dumping cum in the garden. Anyway.
Mission
Anyway.
Impossible starts playing.
Yeah.
Just cut that one sentence. I was just dumping cum in the garden.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So anyway, I freaked out and I was like, "What the fuck am I going to do with these dingers?" So I went into the garden at the front, and we had these raised flower beds, and I just dug a hole, maybe a foot deep, and just buried a dozen or so dingers,
All you
and just all used, like, you know, and then I've just put the soil back on it, pressed down, and then that was it. And then from basically then on, you know, I would, you know, just jerk off wherever. You know, I just jerk off at the school toilets, whatever I had to.
I had to make do in my circumstances.
Yeah. Now this feeds in. This is the forking point for 2 stories. So I'll just let you know.
Yeah, right.
All right. So the first part is that about 4 years later, when we moved out, we did a renovation. My mum renovated the garden, and she dug up like this massive ball of dingers. And she had no idea what the fuck they were.
Mass confusion. That would
And
have
my
gone
dad
through
came
your
out.
mum.
He's like, "What the fuck? You know, what the fuck's going on?" And mum's like, "I don't know what." And my dad's like, "They're condoms, love. You know, Sass, they're condoms." And he's like, And she was just like, why are there prophylactics in our flower bed? And then we had a kid next door who was he was weird. Like, we had weird neighbors, but the
I
kid
just
was
picture him like peeking over the fence as this is all happening. Red shot eyes, like, a weird kid, like,
I'm
licking
jerking
his
off.
lips.
I'm jerking off watching them. Fuck. I'm just jerking off while watching them. Oh fuck! I found them.
So
Oh,
I hit
fuck.
prophylactics.
Yeah. So it ended up ruining the relationship with our neighbors, because it ended up getting blamed on like my 16 or 17-year-old neighbor who was like special needs, and they thought he was like pranking. Yeah, it was some weird fetish prank thing.
Right.
Yeah, so that all got blamed on him.
These fossil condoms. Just
Yeah. And the second story that it links off to is that I ended up using a kill rag. So I basically found a tea towel, this like lemon sherbet colored tea towel, and I would just kill shot into it whenever I finished, and I would just keep it down the side of my bed for like 3 months.
For those of you who don't know what kill shot is, yeah,
what is it?
just
Give me an explanation. I am a kid at home and I do not
If
understand.
we were to like go, if we were to go from like the old words from when you're growing up, like it's like what you would sprog. Remember that word?
sprog into.
all these new
Or
words.
spunk into, dude.
Yeah.
Sprogging.
Sorry.
I'm sprogging, boys.
Yeah, it was just absolutely saturated with ejaculate.
I just picture that like 3 month scenario as like the best time of your life. It's just like I love you, kill rag, and it's just 3 months past of this beautiful relationship. Like
I'm
thinking about
dancing with it in the
marrying it.
kitchen. My kids are watching me dance with it, the
It's so
Italian
fucked.
music. Tippy tippy tay, tippy tippy tay.
You come home from school, you put your bag in the corner, and it's just on the bed with rose petals all over it.
Hey, sweetie.
You
Oh,
dirty
dude.
bitch. Jumps on the
So
bed.
one day I got home and it wasn't there, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Because sometimes mum would come in and do the grab the laundry. So I'm like, "Oh, she must have fucking grabbed it and done the laundry or something." And I had this like cold, dark realization that I think I'd put my laundry out and the kill rag
Would be on the
had,
line.
had maybe it had. I think it had maybe fallen out of the laundry basket on the way to the laundry, or it had fallen out, or it was on the top of the laundry basket or something. My mum would see it. So anyway, I was freaking out, and I looked out the back. Like I said, my bedroom looks out the back of the garden. My mum was doing the gardening on her hands and knees, and it's the middle of summer. It's like hard fucking work because we were digging out like a duck pond, and slung over the shoulder, mopping up that sweaty brow.
No.
Was that little sherbet yellow? That little sherbet, that little sherbet yellow. Yeah, the old kill rag.
Dude, I can imagine you like running out there with your little feet like smacking on the fucking like
Mom!
Oh, mom, can I see that rag? What? Oh, no reason. Oh, it's such a cool rag. Fuck, that's. Can I have it, mum?
Oh, mum, there's a spider! Quick!
Just fucking yoink it off her shoulder. He like runs back into his room like Smeagol. Starts fucking beating into it again.
And the
Beats
worst
into
thing
it
is,
one
like,
last time.
my mum was that kind of woman to like just pick up a random tea towel and
Right,
just
right.
use it. So I don't think it was washed or anything. I've
Oh,
got
no.
because
Especially
it was
if you're doing gardening work.
well, especially
yeah.
because like I'd come home from school, so I very much doubt she'd like picked it up, washed it, dried it, and then gone out all in the same day and used it. So I'm pretty sure she just saw it in the laundry and was just like put it over her shoulder, and then just
Dude,
decided to use it. So
I'm picturing the 3 months of
no.
abuse that this thing copped, and it must have been, it must have been able, like, if you held it out horizontally, it would have just stayed. Like, it wouldn't have even.
That is fucking horrible.
she was actually using it as a back scratcher.
Dude, that's fucking horrible.
Oh, bro. Now that is a cooked situation.
That is fucking cooked. Jesus Christ.
Well, what do you do? What do you do in this
I
situation?
mean, I guess it's pretty much a killer situation. Much like the kill shot rag. I mean, there's not much you can do, you know?
The thing about this story is it has the romance. It has the build up. It has the suspense of where the fuck is my kill rag, and then it has the conclusion of it's on mum's fucking shoulder.
I know, and from like the casual observer, I kind of feel like she got what she deserved.
Should have fucking yelled at me, mum.
Yeah, it's like, you know, during my budding, you know, adolescent sexual years, learning about like my body and stuff.
Boners that can't be cured.
Yeah, you know, like learning about, you know, masturbation and body, you know, body positivity and stuff. Yeah, and like, you know, exposing myself to girls and they're kind of like, you know, that all of that's really complex, kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
intersocial sexual behaviors. It's quite nuanced, and she fucked that all up. Like, I didn't have a girlfriend until I was like proper girlfriend until I was 18, which is pretty late, you know.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't.
I feel like most people could relate to this, especially fucking old dudes. Because I know in my fucking lifetime, I've used some sort of kill sock, dude. And boy, did that thing last at least a couple years.
That cover beat.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started. But I mean, look, like, if you find yourself in this sort of situation, I think the best thing you can do is just, I mean, look, time heals all, dude. Time heals
Do
all.
your own laundry, mate.
Just put it to rest.
Mom,
Just put
I'm
it
doing
to
my own
rest.
laundry. I want to be an adult. Oh, that's very. You're just washing one rag. Though.
What's that?
Yeah, you can do my jump.
That's one sock. It's not even like, where's the other sock?
What's that? That sock is scratching the bottom of the laundry basket.
It's just fucking like stuck to it completely. That is fucking horrid. Oh god. What about you? Like, what would you do?
What would I do in that situation?
Yeah, or if
I'd
you had
just
any
never-
similar situations like that.
See, I wouldn't make the rookie mistake, and I would never ever let it go near the laundry.
Right,
that That thing is like getting beaten off into the grave, dude.
That
That
thing's
thing
going
has
to
so
hell
much
with you,
life
man.
left.
That thing is going to hell with you.
You actually finish it up over the bin. You're like, so, you're like a Viking funeral. You just jerk it off into the bin.
I just
Oh,
tie it to a
God.
stick at the front of the house and light it on fire and just salute to it as it burns away.
Oh fuck, it's funny.
All right, well, I really hope you guys enjoyed that new series. That was oh, fuck me, Jesus Christ. That was pretty
cooked.
fucked. That was cooked. All right, but yeah, boys, if you guys want to drop your cook situations down below in the comments, and I'll choose the next two for the next video, and get some special guests on, maybe some different people next time, and yeah, we'll see you later, boys.
If you
that
can't
story.
judge me, I'm never coming back.